Alrighty. So, did you catch a little bit of the Pivot podcast? That's my question there. Because our guy, Josh Jacobs, went on there the other day, and it was pretty cool. But he was giving out his Mount Rushmore for Alabama running backs. It's like, man, I need to be watching that Pivot podcast more often. It's like,
that's interesting right there. I'd be intrigued to hear what he said, what his list was.
Well, our buddy Birdie Smoot from Touchdown Alabama has it for a shout out to our guy Birdie Smoot. And this is what his response was. He says Sean Alexander, Derrick Henry,
absolutely.
Trent Richardson, Eddie Lacy. Well, like Sean Alexander makes sense because he made Sean McDonough throw out his puberty voice in the 1999 Florida game on CBS.
You know you're a special player when you do that.
Yep, and it's touchdown, Sean Alexander. Yep, there you go. But it all
Henry is so obvious like that. Yes. He's got to be there. Eddie Lacy. Great player, man, when he actually was good. And this is for college, so it's like, sure. He was really darn good in college, but man, his NFL career sucked. He flamed out because he couldn't keep his weight under control. His stamina was terrible. It was a rough thing. But in college, he was really good. So that's fair. Do you disagree with that list? I don't really see an issue with it, man. Who would you argue that's not on that list to be there?
Well, you can make a mention for John Amuso. Mm-hmm. There you go. He made some great candidate for that Mount Rushmore list. Major Ogilvy is pretty good for that list. That would be an obvious one right there. It's like, but this is also a question for the chat. Who's on your Mount Rushmore for running backs? Answer that. We'll definitely make sure, and we're gonna make sure to have a little post on it on the YouTube channel for sure. Yes,
Mark Ingram was good.
Yes, our first ever Heisman Trophy winner.
You got Mark Ingram. TJ Yeldon was always overshadowed by Lacy, but he was really good.
Yeah, that's a good one right there. TJ Yeldon, and
different type of back. He was so small, but he was really good.
Bobby Humphrey from The Godfather, the SEC. Mm-hmm. There you go. Wilbur Jackson, I'm sure is on that list.
Najee Harris had a good career. Probably not close to the list, but he had a good career.
Oh yeah.
And there's so many that you could do. I think what Jacob said, the list was really good, but you can argue for a few. Definitely.
Well, there's another one. He's an Army veteran, but he did some great stuff in Tuscaloosa before he went into the Army. Glenn Coffey, bro, was a top-notch running back. I remember the magic he was making against Auburn in 2008 when Alabama ended that losing streak against Auburn with that shutout victory. Beat Auburn so bad, Tocqueville decided he was going to go into politics.
Yeah, that is a really, really underrated pick right there.
It's there you go. It's flaming out at Tech and Cincinnati. He's like, nope, I'm going in politics. I don't want to go against Alabama again. Bye. But yeah, Glenn Coffey, magic all over the place. Tony Nathan's another one right there. So that's another good running back. He made magic in the 70s. Saran Stacy. That's another one.
He's not talked about.
That sucks.
Not very much, but yeah, he had a really good career. Kenneth Darby for sure. Dennis Riddle. Wow, I mean, like we've had so many great running backs. That's the thing. Like we've had so many great running backs that you can list like tons of.
Because like,
Ricky Moore.
Yeah. There we go. It's like the 80s was full of, like, the 80s wasn't our greatest decade, although it's like a lot of people's favorite decade, but not our decade here in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, we've had so many great running backs though, man. Like we have a long list of elite talent that we've had. So I mean, you could do several Mount Rushmores, but that's the thing.
Oof.
That's hard. I don't think Jacob's list was bad at all. I think it's fair, but there's always room for argument.
But yeah, it's got me thinking about it. I mean, Sean McDonough, not Sean McDonough. No, why am I get?
Yeah, like Sean McDonough was one of our best backs, man.
No, I know. It's like I'm such an April Fool. It's like, oh my god. It's like, like Sean Alexander got me
excited. First. We'll make May Fools. I don't know.
May Fools, but Sean Alexander. I meant to say Sean Alexander. My bad. It's like,
was great. So I mean, dude, like, there's just so many good ones, dude.
It's what happens when you have too much coffee.
Yeah.
And you're up.
I'm exhausted, man. I'm with you.
So it's like Sean Alexander is on my Mount Rushmore. Johnny Musso is on there. And we got Mark Ingram and Trent Richardson on there. That's my Mount Rushmore. Sean Alexander, Johnny Musso, Mark Ingram, Trent Richardson.
No Derrick Henry.
Oh man, it's like
I can't not have Derrick Henry.
You know what? I'm going to add another head on my Mount Rushmore because
I don't disagree with what you said.
Derrick Henry.
I don't disagree with Jacobs either, but I have to have Derrick Henry on there.
There you go. It's like in my case, I'll just have 5 people on my Mount Rushmore. I mean, I know there's not 5 people on Mount Rushmore, but that's eventually going to happen in our lifetimes where they're like, you know what, we're going to add a 5th head to that Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, just don't put a bad head on there. Whatever you do, just don't do that. Don't ruin what you already got. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Don't put a bad head on there. Don't put a bad egg.
There you go. But let's hear your Mount Rushmore, Jeffrey, for Alabama running backs.
I mean, like I said, I don't really disagree with your list. I mean, Derrick Henry, Sean Alexander. I mean, you really got to go Trent Richardson. You really do. And then after that, it's just, I mean, Ingram or Lacey. And then some of those other guys that we mentioned from the past, like Humphrey. They're all like right there. I guess I'll go since he won the Heisman. I guess I'd go with Mark Ingram, Derrick Henry, Sean Alexander, and Trent Richardson.
Yeah, because I mean, it was like that was amazing when like Derrick Henry was our 2nd ever Heisman winner. Yeah. That was amazing in of itself.
So that's mine, I guess.
Because like like before Mark Ingram, we had no Heisman winners. We didn't even have a runner up to the Heisman.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about. Like with our story of history, all those titles with Bear Bryant, and we didn't have a Heisman winner until Mark Ingram. It's kind of crazy.
I know, right? It was like Florida got it when they were just a mid program, like in 1966. But it was that's crazy. Florida had a Heisman winner before we did, and they weren't even in their greatest era, the 90s.
So you probably would know this better than me because you keep up with the Heisman like history, but more than I do. But back in the past, were a lot of the Heisman winners on good teams, or did it not matter?
Not always. I mean, hell, Notre Dame, 1956, they had a Heisman winner with Paul Hornung, I believe it was, and they were just terrible. They only had 1 win that year.
Yeah, so I mean, it definitely seems like back then, and that to me, like that's what I would have assumed. I kind of assumed that, but thanks for that clarification. I think that's a big deal though when talking about the Heisman. It seemed like back then they put more of an emphasis on the player versus now they put a lot of emphasis on the player and the team. That's why, like Jaden Daniels, he was debated. A lot of people are like, yeah, he shouldn't have won, right? Oh, because LSU was 8-5. They did not have a good year. But you have to realize if LSU did not have Jaden Daniels, they wouldn't even have probably made a bowl game. Brian Kelly would have already be fired right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Jaden Daniels was the only reason that they were 8-5. So it's like, and you look at Lamar. Lamar Jackson won the Heisman, and Louisville went like 9-4, 8-5, whatever it was. So it's like
9-4, and they went on a 3-game losing streak. That's the end of season.
9-4. So the thing is that it can still happen where a player can win it on not so great of a team, but you typically see them pick guys more often that are on one of the best teams in the sport. And I'm not saying that's wrong. Because, yeah, that guy is leading the team, but sometimes you do just got to pick the guy. It's like, all right, this dude is the best player. Or he's putting up the best stats. He's incredible. His team just sucks. Like, he's doing great in spite of the team. So, like, sometimes I do think that should be the case. It's just tough because do it hardly. But, you know, I don't know, or other skill position players, but I do think that guys should be able to win the Heisman that aren't on good teams. I do think that should be the case, and we've seen it kind of, but they have gone away from that. Typically, again, they pick more often guys that are on good teams.
I want to see. I don't think we're ever going to see this, but I want to see if we'll see a Heisman winner on a winless team. Like
that definitely will not happen.
Mine's blown.
It could have happened in the past, especially you just said the Notre Dame guy, the one win. But now with the portal, there's not going to be that good of a player on a bad team like that. It's not even possible. Because if just say you got a dude and he's really darn good, like he plays for Akron and they go 0-12, and he's putting up good stats. Like he's coming into his own. He's coming into his prime. That dude's going to transfer to Ohio State. That dude's going to transfer to Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Like a guy that is on a bad team like that, who's putting up pretty good stats, he's not going to stay at that school to ever win anything. You don't see that hardly ever. I mean, yeah, you had like Zay Flowers staying at Boston College, but even still, it's like that's rare. And Zay Flowers wasn't even like Heisman material or anything. You know what I mean, though? Like you just, it would be cool to see that, but you're just not going to see it. You're just not going to see it because good players aren't staying on bad teams like that. They're wanting to make more NIL on a good team and win.
Yeah. That's what they want to do. They want to get the best. I mean, you can't blame them. So there you go. And of course, we can definitely go over more of our take on the Josh Jacobs interview on the Pivot podcast on Monday's edition of Crimson Tide Live. And we'll be going over our take on Kayla DeBoer's interview with Josh Pate on the Speaker Series. That's going to be a good one for sure.